Hello everybody and welcome to Asgard. I am on my way from my last official day at school. Just signed off on grades, turned in all the things I needed to turn in, and yeah, officially done at my school. And it's kind of bittersweet, because I honestly believe that God has opened up a chance for me to start anew in Tennessee, to take some chances, to do some things that maybe I would not have had the opportunity to do before, and I'm very, very grateful for that opportunity. But also at the same time, it was not my decision to leave. It was something that was well above, well above my choice, and to know that it happened because of not anything that I did or was responsible for, but because of numbers, and that I was, not given an opportunity to even get a chance to try something else is very, very sad. And I'm gonna miss my guys. And I will say this much: my last exam yesterday, I had my juniors, and there were a couple of them that I've taught literally for 3 straight years in theology, and to be able to have them on my last exam on my last day was just awesome. I mean, the fact that they were all finished early, we got to talk for about 20 minutes or so after the exam too, and yeah, and some of them also wrote some very, very kind things on their exams, and it was just an incredible experience. And so to any of them that might watch the channel, that might follow me, thank you for seriously, thank you so much. You have no idea just how much it really means as a teacher, as an educator, to have a student say just any kind word whatsoever, let alone thank you for your time, thank you for your inspiration, thank you for not being just a teacher, but for someone who obviously cares about us and cares about what happens to us. Those are the types of things that were being said, and that just means a lot, because one, it helps me realize that I'm doing something right, especially in this time when it just automatically, the first thought is always, what did I do wrong? So it's nice to know that I was at least doing something right some of the time. But also, it just does really mean a lot as a teacher. I think the number one thing that most people as teachers could say are the most rewarding experiences are when students reach out to them, and also when we get to see, as a teacher, students grow up, and to see the 3 students that I had for 3 years grow up before my very eyes, and to see many others who I've had for 2 years, and a couple actually had them as freshmen and then as juniors. And so just to see how much they grew, how much they developed, especially with moral theology, to be able to have these discussions with them about very important topics, and to see just the sense of maturity that they were able to bring, not all the time obviously, because they're still, you guys are still young, they're still teenagers, but to see them bring that sense of maturity to most of the discussions was just really awesome. And it was the one class that I honestly just looked forward to every single day. Not to, take a jab at any of my other students, but I will say that because it was my only moral theology, because it was my only junior class, it was by far the one that I was always looking forward to the most, to see what kind of discussions we were gonna have, what kind of questions were gonna be asked, because these guys are so smart and they kept me on my toes. They always asked me perfect, pointed questions. And as a theology teacher, we need to have those types of discussions, because I remember, especially when I was in school, whenever questions would be asked, sometimes the conversation was immediately shut down. It was always, oh, we're not going to talk about that, or it's not appropriate to talk about. And so just to be able to say, no, we're going to have those conversations in this class, because that's what this class is for. It's meant to talk about the moral issues. It's meant to talk about those things that you normally don't get to talk about. It was just incredible to be able to have and share that time with them. And so huge shout out to them. Also huge shout out to the class of 2019. So the one last thing that I do as an official member of my school is graduation. So I'm gonna try and go to the senior, the graduation baccalaureate mass that they're gonna have tonight. And if I can't make it to that, then definitely I have time scheduled for tomorrow to be there for their graduation ceremony. And so I'm gonna be very happy and filled with joy to see some of those guys walk across that stage. Guys that I've seen grow up. This is the first senior class where I taught over 90% of them. So almost every name that's going to be called is going to be someone that I know and taught. And there are many others who I didn't actually teach, but I know simply because they got to know me through the students that I taught. And so I'm praying for them, and I ask that you, as you watch this vlog, that you pray for them and pray for all students graduating, that they understand that they're about to enter into a world that is very different, that is unprotected, that is not guarded like high school life can oftentimes be, and that there's going to be temptations, that there's going to be problems and issues, and they're going to expect it to be more independent, whether they're going to four-year college, liberal arts, whether they're going to a trade school, or whether they're just going straight into the workplace, that new problems are going to arise and they're not going to have that protection that high school offers. It's weird to think of it in that way, but as someone who was the opposite of most, where I loved high school and hated college, because of the fact that high school just offered that sense of protection, offered that sense of, hey, there are these certain things you have to follow, and if you follow them, then you will be taken care of. It's a scary world. You know, even at 30 years old, I can say that it's still a scary world. There's new things coming out every single day. There's new things happening every single day. And all I can say is just, I hope that we prepared you well. I hope that you listened, and I hope that you understand that we indeed have your best interest at heart, and that we care about you. Even when you drive us crazy, we care about you, we love you, and we really want what's best for you. So again, shout out to the class of 2019 graduating tomorrow. Also, shout out to the students that I had this year. And as I mentioned to my juniors, I'm going to do the very best that I can. The schedule can work out to make it to the graduation for them next year, since they're going to be the last group of guys that I taught for a period of years. As I said, you know, some of them I taught for 3 years. So definitely going to want to make it down to them. I was the confirmation sponsor for 2 of the people in the class of this year's junior class. So again, a very very special class in my heart. And so I'm really hoping that I'll be able to get down after the school year in Tennessee, and we'll see how those dates work. Since graduation is normally on a Saturday, I should be able to make it work. But yeah, so I just wanted to give a little bit of my thoughts. Again, bittersweet. Again, I'm going to miss my students. I'm going to miss a lot of the friends that I made as well. A lot of the teachers, really just solid teachers, and some of them leaving who I didn't know were leaving, some of them staying, and just to, you know, that God's blessings be upon them, and that God's blessing be upon this administration, which I think needs some work. And obviously there's a lot more I wish I could say, but won't say for, you know, specific purposes and reasons, which is why I don't say names. I don't mention even the name of the school. I don't mention any of that stuff, because at the end of the day, it's not about me. It's not about me trying to tear anybody down. It's me rather trying to just speak up, be honest, and most importantly, it's about the students who I think deserve to have teachers that care about them, teachers who do not just see their teaching as a job, but as a vocation, and a school that will also see their school as a vocation, and not simply as a business, and not to run it as a business, but instead to run it as a place where we truly try to form the minds and the hearts of these people who are going to be our leaders, future leaders, locally or even nationally in some cases, because some of these guys are so, especially these seniors, are so damn smart, and I expect great things from them. But anyway, guys, almost home. So thank you for joining me on this ride from school. Again, I'll have one more of these tomorrow, and then that'll be it. I probably won't be back there until next year's graduation, unless, of course, something else happens with an event where maybe I'm in town visiting family, and there's an event where I know some of my students are going to be receiving an award or something. I don't know. We'll see. But to my students, again, you know that I have a YouTube channel. You know, you found out very early in the year, so you should be able to find easy ways to contact me if you should ever need any help whatsoever. If you ever need a college recommendation, please let me know. Many of you, I will not hesitate to write you a college recommendation, glowing college recommendation. But also too, if you ever need help or advice or anything, just please don't even hesitate to ask. So guys, thank you for watching. I might make a couple more videos to attach to this vlog, but this one is pretty long in the first place. But we shall see. Anyway, if this is indeed the last vlog for the day, I'll upload it to the Welcome to Asgard channel, and expect a little bit more vlogging this weekend, because as I said, I do want to do some more vlogging for this channel. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day, and as always, God bless.